Now, right below my rulers, I have the tracks and a list of my tracks here. And you'll see I've sort of stretched out this audio to look bigger. And this is pretty simple. To the left, you'll see, so I put my cursor there, we have our track color code, right? I can always change that. But right here, you'll see this one option button here, which is my track options. And I'll click right here, and it's large. I can make it small. And as I do, now when I click there, I have other parameters. I have track height, track time base, elastic audio, and track view. So I'll go back to track height, and we'll go back to large. And you notice here right in the bottom of that track right there, I can pull this out, and I can see the volume right here for that track. So it's like, go here to my tools here, and select a tool here. Let's say I go to here, this part of my track, and I want to bring this down, and then I play it back from the top. See that? I brought that down. So I can control, sort of automation control to control it like this too. See that? This is my automation control for the volume. That's right here. Now also, you saw before, I have other parameters. I have this waveform. I can see this track in a different view, or the regions in this track in a different view. You'll see I can see waveform, I can see it as the volume. Now earlier we saw the volume right here, but now I can see the volume on top of the region. Sort of an overlay, right? I can see the mute. I can go here and I can mute out a section, mute the whole thing and mute that. Select the section here, and then bring the mute in here and mute it. And now that part's muted. Out totally. It's muted, so do that. We also have panning for left and panning for right. I can go to a block view. I just want to see a block. Okay, I know what that is. I just want to see a block view of the region that's in this track. So this is our block view. And we have our playlist, where I can see several playlist buttons right here. I can see several different playlist options. And we'll go over more about playlists later on in this video series. Now we also have our solo. We have our mute right there. I have a record button. I can press record if the track is ready to be recorded on. Have the dynamics here. I can turn them on or off. And here, this is for automation. I can read the automation. I can go to touch mode, latch and write. We'll cover more of this in our automation section of this series. And we can also change the color of a track. So right here, as you can see, my other tracks are like blue. I can go to here and double click, and up comes up my tracks. And the color I can select for tracks, whether I want to saturate, make them brighter, hold colors, default colors, or none. So I can set colors for each track as well. Now, as you saw before, I have this little button right here, and I can pull up, I can see maybe a mic preview, and I can see my mic preview from right here. I can also add an instrument, inserts, sends, I/O setup, put that in here too. See the I/O setup, where the output's going. Here's the volume, right? We can see the panning from left to right in our volume. Now here you'll see this is our mono track, and we'll see the panning's at 0. We can always drag. Once I click there, I can move this anywhere I want to move it to and pan my mono track where I want to pan it to. Now we can also go right here and we can see the real properties. And we'll see it right here, right next to that track view. And also, if you're in track view, you can go here, of course, and you can do the same things you did before on the opposite side there, on the left-hand side. We can change the size. But I'm going to show you this too. We can actually go in here. Let me get rid of some of these properties first. And properties right here. And we'll get rid of that. And we'll go to our minimal view, actually. That's better. And I can go right here, and I can just click. And once I do, I get this cursor that goes up and down. And I can drag out and get the exact size I want this channel or this track to look like. So I can view it better. It makes it much more easier for you to actually get a great view of the region in that track.